One of the humankind's greatest discovery is cotton. It is not just commodity which is virtually available everywhere, but it's a inspiring journey of capitalism and its impact on human production and consumption. Hello everyone, welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about the economics of cotton, and this session is mostly based on India. So moving on to the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss why this topic is into the discussion. So we will discuss the relevant news related to this topic, and then we'll have a background. It means the history about the cotton and market size and growth of the cotton in India, where we will discuss the export and import, acreages and other things related to the cotton, economic contribution of cotton in India and also in the international scenario, latest development related to the cotton in India, and then practice question for prelims and mains. So moving to the discussion part. So here we have taken few cutouts of the newspaper. Cotton pilot in 10 states to boost output. Indian cotton production to be 6% lower this year. Why India's failing cotton production is a worry. Textile industry crisis looms large as demand hits low. So these are the news which says that this topic is relevant and it constantly discussed on the periodical times. So it's very important to discuss that how cotton production is decreasing, and if it's increasing, then why it's increasing, what are the reasons for its decline in the cotton production and the contribution in the export sector. So we need to discuss all these things. So moving on to the history part, which is the background of that, from where the history of cotton has been started. So this is not for the first time that we are discussing the cotton and suddenly it is a phenomena of 21st century. So this particular cotton production and cotton economy has been started since ancient time, and it has a history of more than 3000 years. So the history of cotton industry in India dates back to the millennia, and India held a global position in terms of the cotton from the ancient period only. And here we can see that the manufacturing of cotton had been started from 1500 BC to 1500 AD. And it also served as a medium of exchange and also a commodity for the barter exchange or barter system, because it was kindly available in the ancient period, and till medieval time it was also available. So it was a main source for the barter system, and in the Middle Ages it was also used to export in the Eastern and the European countries. So these are the significance of the cotton markets and from where this boom has been started, and when it comes to the colonial picture. So because of the cotton's economic importance and valuable importance, the saga has been started from the colonial time, and when we see the first establishment of the cotton mill in the 1818 at Fort Gloucester near Kolkata, but it was not commercial viable, and at that time in 1818 it was a commercial failure. But the second cotton mill was established by KGN Daber and was named as Bombay Spinning and Weaving Company. And it has been said that this marks the true foundation of history of cotton in India, and cotton became the commercial crop from there. So moving on to the next one, that in Ahmedabad is also called as Manchester of India. There were the establishment of the cotton mills, and in 1861 there was establishment, and in Calico also 1863. That has marked the spectacular rise of the cotton's economy in India, and that has helped to boost the others country economy. So it was the Ahmedabad's contribution also in the boosting of cotton as an economic source. And however, it has been said that in 1861 also this growth was steady, but the sudden rise we can see in the era of 1870s, when the number of cotton mills has been increased to 47 and 60% of them were established in the Mumbai. So Mumbai became the major hub of the cotton production and cotton mills. And also the cotton production came into the picture during the First World War, Second World War, and especially in India during the Swadeshi movement, when people started boycotting the foreign clothes and they started weaving their own, and then cotton came to the picture, which has been largely used by the Indians. So these are the history of the cottons, and here we can see that in how much in numbers like mills the cotton has been established and it has been increased. So because of the number of mills has been increased, so in 1926 it was 334, and from 334 it has become to 389 in 1939 and 417 in 1945, and these are the years of the First World War and the Second World War. And production of cotton cloth also increased from 4,012 million yards in 1939 to 4,726 million in 1945 to 46. So thus all these data shows that the production of cotton has been increased during the Second World War because it was widely used in the war situation, and also it has been the war for the main war for other products because it was very much economically valuable and commercial valuable. So that's why colonials don't want to leave this particular product. Moving on to the next one, which is market size and growth of the cotton. So cotton is one of the most commercial viable crop in the India, and it accounts for around 23% of the total global cotton production. So here we are talking in terms of the India, and it plays a major role in sustaining livelihood of estimated 6 million cotton farmers. And it is not just serving the 6 million cotton farmers, it is also serving the livelihood of the other workers and laborers who are related to the cotton industries and allied industries. So around 40 to 50 million people gets their livelihood from their cotton production and other allied activities. And in India, when you see the ratio of cotton usage and non-cotton fibers, so here we can see that in India we have 60 to 40%. So 60% is cotton and non-cotton is 40%. Whereas in other world, it is the 30 to 70. So the ratio has been changed, but the cotton is picturing everywhere. And apart from the basic necessity food we have as a human, the clothing, cotton has been also valuable in terms of the clothing and also in terms of the livelihood and other materials related also. And it is also the one of the net contributor of the foreign economies in terms of the India, and in terms of the export and in terms of the foreign raw cotton. India gets so much benefits and economic importance from the production of cotton in the country. And thus, because of its economic importance and commercial importance, it is also known as the white gold. So, when in prelims examination, when there will be the question that which particular commodity is known as white gold, then it will be the cotton. Moving on to the next slide, which is acres under the cotton and yield. So what is acres here? So acres is an agricultural land for a particular commodity, which is not certainly measures in acres, but it is the acres. So India got first place in terms of the acres and cotton acres, and around 40% of the world's acres are situated in India, and approximately 67% of Indian cotton is produced in rain-fed areas. So rain-fed area is like that 67% of the cotton production is majorly dependent on the rainfall, and other rest, which is 33%, which is based on the irrigation. So 33% of the cotton production we can get from the irrigation lands, but most of and majorly is based on the rain-fed areas. And here we have taken data from the Ministry of Textile. So here this is a aggregate of 5 years that how much cotton acres we have. So right now we have 130.61, and in per kg hectare it is 447. So because of 447, India got the 39th rank in the whole world. Moving on to the next slide, which is production of consumption of cotton. So here we are discussing about the production and consumption of the cotton. So India is the only country which grows all 4 species of the cotton. And what are the species of cottons we have? Z. arboreum, Z. herbaceum, they both are known as the Asian cotton. G. barbadation, they are known as the Egyptian cotton, and G. hirsutum. So G. hirsutum is also the hybrid cotton, which is also known as the BT cotton. In India, we have permission for the production of the BT cotton, and 90% of the hybrid cotton production held in India. So India is also major source of this. Here we will discuss the geographical relation and geographical region which are produce cotton. So we have 9 states which are major producer of the cotton. So in northern zone, we have Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan. In central zone, we have Gujarat, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. And in southern zone, we have Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. So these are the 9 states which are the major producer of the cotton. And here we come to the production and consumption. So in terms of the lakh bales, so when we see the data of 2022 to 2023, it is 343.47 and in consumption also it is 311. So what we have seen that production has been increased from 311 to 343 and consumption has been decreased from 322 to 311. So this is the data and this data has been taken for the 5 years. Moving on to the next one, which is import and export of the cotton. So India is one of the largest exporter of the cotton in the whole world and it estimates around 6% of the world export of the cotton. And although India is the leading producer of the cotton, though it import around or less than 10% of the cotton from other countries because of the particular requirements for the particular needs. So because of the specific requirement, India had to also import cotton, but their numbers are very much low. And in terms of 22 to 23, what we have seen that India has imported 5.75%. So in lakh bales. So this is very low in terms of the import, and in terms of the export is always higher when we compare to the import, which is 7.59 in lakh bales. So this is the data related to the import and export of the cotton. Moving on to the next one, which is economic contribution. So in the last slide, we already had discussed about that. What is the national average in terms of the production? And here we will discuss the international contribution. So as per the ICAC journal, cotton this month, February 2022. So this is the latest data we have in terms of the cotton. Global production of 21 to 22 is currently forecasted to increase by 9%. So in here also the Indian production, global production has been increased by the 9% from the previous season, and while global cotton consumption is estimated to 25.6 million tons, almost at par with the previous year. So we have increased in this area also. When we talk about the Indian textile market, so Indian textile market and apparel manufacturers may touch, we are here discussing about the future forecast, $350 billion mark by 2030. So this is very positive trend and positive growth in terms of the cotton production and cotton consumption. And here India shows the positive outlook for its economy. Moving on to the next one, which is latest development in terms of the cotton. So here we have taken data from the Invest India, and according to the Ministry of Textile, we have come with this provision of Tax Prosil. And what is Tax Prosil about? So because of the Tax Prosil, the 26% of the cotton growth we have seen in the year of 2018, and it adds a value added products under the merchandise exports. So because of the Tax Prosil, we can see the boom in the export industry in terms of the cotton, and we have other supports provided by the government of India in terms of the cotton. We have this cotton textile sector through initiatives such as Scheme for Integrated Textile Park, Integrated Skill Development Scheme, Integrated Process Development Scheme, Market Development Assistance and Market Access Initiative. So these are the initiatives by Government of India. And another push, which has been also known as Amended Technology Upgradation Fund Scheme, in short ATSUF, has provided special package for 6,000 crore for made-up and garment sector. So we can see that how much India is investing in the cotton industry and textile industry and related industries to the cotton. And Indian government has also come up with the provision, and it has eliminated 5% basic custom charge on cotton imports to boost its domestic consumption and to boost its domestic market. So because we have discussed that for a specific need and a specific requirement, we have to import cotton. So Indian government has come with this provision. Moving on to the prelims question, which has been already asked in 2021. So that's why I have taken the PYQ. The black cotton soil of India has been formed due to the weathering. And here are your options: brown forest soil, fissure volcanic rock, granite and schist, shale and limestone. So kindly answer in the comment section. And thanks for the session. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.